Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Meet with me again. I am Bams. Now, here in this video, I will explain again more about this book. It's pronounce it perfectly in English. Here, we move to the Unit 3. Because in the last video, I have explained for the first part. Part 1 is about English vowel sound, and then Part 2, it's about English consonant sound, and then here in this video, I will explain about syllable and stress. Syllable and stress. You may see in this book, and you may open on page 141. Okay, here I will explain some of stress pattern. Okay, about stress pattern. The first is syllable and stress. Syllable and stress. Okay, here there are before we are going to syllable and stress, I will explain some example first, like O, I. It's a vowel alone, just a vowel alone. And then on and eyes is vowel with the consonant. To, be, you. It's consonant and vowel. It's a different for the last example. Big, tall, cute. It's consonant, vowel, consonant. Consonant, a vowel is in the middle. Okay, we will move to the syllable and stress. Syllable in word have a degree of emphasis called stress. In syllable there is a stress. Okay, there are 3 stress level. The first is primary, and then the second is secondary, and the last is unstressed. You may see the sign is every primary, it's like the sign like this, and then bold, extra bold, and secondary like this also, but just bold. And unstressed, the sign is just like this. Okay, each word of 2 more syllable has 1 syllable that is longer and louder than the others. Okay, if it has primary stress, so primary stress is, you may say it louder, longer and louder than the other sign. Okay, if we primary longer and louder. And if you see in this book, the sign is extra bold stress letters, extra bold letters. And then we move to the secondary. If you say the secondary stress is, you say slightly weaker than the primary one, but louder and longer than an unstressed one. If you want to say the secondary stress, it seems like primary, but it's just under the primary stress, but it's up of unstressed one. Okay, and the sign of secondary is just bold letters. In primary stress is extra bold letters. In secondary is just bold letters. Okay, and then we move to the third levels of stress is unstressed. Unstressed is short, so vowel sound and maybe different kind of word. They are represented in the example of Roman type. Unstressed vowel pronounce r and italic. So if you see in this book, the sign of unstressed is the letters is italics. Okay, Be careful of emphasis of the unstressed, any consonant that occur with unstressed vowel. This is explained about the 3 levels of stress, okay? Is primary, secondary, and unstressed. Okay, we move to the next unit in this part of stress pattern. Is about two-syllable words. Okay, we move to the two-syllable word. Okay, the first is introducing of primary stress. A word with 2 vowel sounds has 2 syllable. Okay, a word with have 2 syllable and also have 2 syllable. 2 vowel sound has 2 syllable. 1 syllable have primary stress. Say it louder and longer than the others. 1 the vowel with importance. The vowel of the unstressed syllable is usually pronounced okay, no matter how we spell it on the unstressed. Okay, we move to the example. Here example is there is primary stress on the syllable. The primary stress is first on the syllable. The first word is climate. Climate. Okay, you may hear what I say. Actor. Actor. Pleasure. Pleasure. Okay. Soldier. Soldier. Dances. Washes. Watches. Folded. And this, we move to the next example, is primary stress on the second syllable. Okay, like advice, advice, confuse, confuse, suppose, suppose, surprise, surprise. Okay, this is the example of two-syllable word. In the primary stress is in the first syllable and the primary stress in the second syllable. Okay, and then we move to the introducing of the secondary stress, because the last is about primary, and then we move to the secondary stress in the two-syllable words. Some two-syllable words have a primary stress on the first syllable and secondary stress on the second syllable. Say the first syllable strongly because this is the primary stress. Emphasize the second syllable a little less, but say it with a clear vowel. For example, accent, accent, athlete, athlete, female, female. Okay, income, income, and then insect, insect, transfer, transfer. Okay, this is the example of the secondary stress. In the first syllable is the primary stress, and the second syllable is the secondary stress. Okay, and then we move to the next chapter, is about word with 3 or more syllable. Okay, word with 3 or more syllable. The last is about 2 syllable. In this about word with 3 syllable or more syllable. Word with 3 or more syllable have 1 syllable with primary stress. The other syllable are either all unstressed, or one has secondary stress and the rest as unstressed. This is about the 3 syllable. Okay, we move to the introducing stress pattern 1. Pattern 1. Primary stress in on the first syllables, and all other syllables are unstressed. It's about the stress pattern 1. For example, animal, animal, chocolate, chocolate, furniture, furniture. Okay, just the first syllable is the primary stress. The second and the third syllable is unstressed. Hospital, hospital, vegetable, vegetable, orange, orange, carefully, carefully. Okay, this is the first pattern, and then we move to the introducing the stress pattern 2. Primary stress on the stress pattern 2 is the second syllable and all other syllable is unstressed. Okay, for example, apartment, apartment, banana, banana, condition, condition, decision. Example, example, together. Okay, for example, you may know where is the secondary stress is where the stress is on the middle or on the second syllable, because we are talking about the 3-syllable word. Okay, the first syllable is unstressed and the third syllable is unstressed also. And then we move to the introducing stress pattern 3. Primary stress on the first syllable and the secondary stress is on the third syllable. And all other syllables are unstressed. For example, alphabet, alphabet, basketball, basketball, envelope, envelope, exercise, graduate, holiday. Okay, you may know where is the primary stress. Primary stress is in the first syllable and secondary stress in the third syllable, and the unstressed in the middle of the second syllable, like that. And then we move introducing stress pattern 4. Primary stress on the second syllable and the secondary stress in the fourth syllable, and other stress is unstressed. For example, apologize, apologize, appreciate, appreciate, congratulate. Okay, you may hear where is the primary stress and the secondary stress placed in the word. Okay, in the first syllable is unstressed, the second syllable is primary stress, and the third syllable is unstressed, and the fourth syllable is secondary stress. We move to the introducing pattern 5. Secondary stress in the first syllable and the primary stress in the second syllable, and the other syllables is unstressed. For example, athletic, athletic, outstanding, outstanding, transparent, particulate, participate. Okay, umbrella, umbrella, vacation. You may hear where is for the primary stress and the secondary stress. Okay, the secondary stress in the stress pattern 5 is in the first syllables, and the primary stress in the second syllable, and unstress in the third syllable, like that. Okay. Okay, this is about the word with 3 syllables. I hope you can understand about that.